In the opulent yet treacherous world of Renaissance Italy, a duchess's wedding night transformed into a public trial of intimacy. Before concealed witnesses, the union was consummated 3 times to erase doubts of her past and prove her worth. What compelled this degrading spectacle? Scandals, alliances, and raw power intertwined like vines in the dark. The veil lifts slowly, revealing a woman's fate sealed in shadows. Welcome to Grimoryx, where Renaissance veils part to expose intimate betrayals. On April 18, 1480, in Subiaco near Rome, Lucrezia Borgia was born to Cardinal Rodrigo Borgia and his mistress, Vanozza de Catanei. As one of 4 illegitimate children, including Cesare, Giovanni, and Geoffrey, she entered a world of ecclesiastical power and familial ambition. Rodrigo's ascent to Pope Alexander VI in 1492 amplified their influence, raised in shadowed palaces. Her infancy blended privilege with the perils of papal politics. What shadows would her lineage cast? Lucrezia's family dynamics were complex, marked by her father's favoritism and her brother's ruthless ambitions. Cesare, the eldest, embodied Borgia cunning, while Giovanni and Geoffrey navigated lesser roles. Vanozza's influence waned as Rodrigo placed Lucrezia under Adriana Orsini de Milan's care. Papal residences like Palazzo Montegiordano became her home. Illegitimacy loomed, yet Rodrigo's power shielded them. Whispers of vice and intrigue surrounded the Borgias. How would this shape a young girl's destiny? From infancy, Lucrezia witnessed the Borgias' rise. Rodrigo's election as pope in 1492 transformed their status, but scandals followed. Vanozza married multiple times, providing cover for the affair. Lucrezia moved between luxurious homes, exposed to courtly machinations. Her beauty, blonde hair, hazel eyes, drew admiration. Yet illegitimacy's stigma persisted. Family bonds, tight yet toxic, forged her resilience. As papal daughter, she became a prize in alliance games. What early lessons did intrigue teach her? Under Adriana Orsini de Milan's guardianship at Palazzo Pizzo de Merlo, Lucrezia received a refined education unusual for women. She mastered Spanish, Italian, French, Latin, Greek, poetry, oration, and lute. Vatican corridors offered lessons in diplomacy and intrigue. Tutors, like court intellectuals, honed her mind. Beauty and intellect made her a Renaissance ideal. Yet as papal daughter, she was groomed for political unions. Innocence clashed with ambition. What price would knowledge demand? Lucrezia's education extended beyond books to courtly arts. She learned embroidery, dancing, and conversation, essential for noblewomen. Adriana and relatives like Giulia Farnese influenced her grace. Of Vatican exposure taught power dynamics. By age 11, she embodied Renaissance virtue, beautiful, learned, pious. Yet family scandals tainted her. Rumors of Borgia excesses began early. Intellect became her armor. As betrothals loomed, innocence eroded. Would knowledge protect or ensnare her in politics' web? At 11, Lucrezia's political value emerged with betrothals. First engaged to Don Cherubino Juan de Centelles on February 26, 1491. It was annulled swiftly, then to Don Gaspare Aversa, Count of Procida, also dissolved upon Rodrigo's papacy in 1492. These early pacts were mere tools for alliances. Her education continued amid shifts. Broken engagements foreshadowed her role as pawn. Whispers of her beauty spread. What greater unions awaited this papal prize? In 1493, 13-year-old Lucrezia wed Giovanni Sforza, Lord of Pesaro. In a lavish Vatican ceremony, the alliance with the Sforza family bolstered Borgia power. Giovanni, illegitimate son of Costanzo I, brought titles like Count of Cotignola. The June 12th wedding glittered with papal splendor. Lucrezia became Lady of Pesaro and Gradara. Yet tensions simmered beneath. Giovanni sensed shifting loyalties. Was this match built on sand? Whispers of discord began. The marriage to Giovanni Sforza initially flourished. Lucrezia governed Pesaro during his absences, showcasing administrative skill. They resided in Rome and Pesaro, attending court events. However, as Borgia alliances shifted, Cesare's conquests altered politics. The Sforza tie became liability. Giovanni feared for his life, fleeing Rome in 1497. Warnings of plots reached him. The union soured amid changing fortunes. Whispers of non-consummation emerged. How would the Borgias sever this bond? Pope Alexander sought annulment through Cardinal Ascanio Sforza, Giovanni's uncle. Initial refusal sparked vicious accusations, incest against Lucrezia, impotence against Giovanni, pressure mounted from family threats. Giovanni signed confessions of impotence before witnesses in December 1497. The marriage dissolved. Lucrezia declared virgin dowry return. Scandals intensified. Borgias regained control. Lucrezia retreated to convent of St. Sixtus for sanctuary. Was it refuge or strategy? Shadows of rumour deepened. During annulment, rumours swirled of Lucrezia's affair with Pedro Calderon, Alexander's chamberlain. Whispers of pregnancy led to her convent retreat. In February 1498, Calderon and maid Pantasilea's bodies found in Tiber. A Ferrarese ambassador claimed Lucrezia gave birth in March 1498. The child, Giovanni Borgia or Infans Romanus, had disputed paternity. Papal bulls named Cesare or Alexander as Father Lucrezia unmentioned. Scandal tarnished her. How would she emerge from this abyss? Infans Romanus, born around 1498, was raised in Borgia household. Papal bulls in 1501 contradictorily claimed him as Cesare's or Alexander's son. Rumours persisted he was Lucrezia's with Calderon, unproven. He later became Duke of Camerino, accepted as her half-brother in Ferrara. Scandals fueled Borgia enemies. Lucrezia's reputation suffered, yet she navigated with grace. As annulment dust settled, new alliances beckoned. Would her next marriage redeem or doom her? Post-annulment, Alexander arranged Lucrezia's second marriage to Alfonso of Aragon, Duke of Biscali, illegitimate son of Naples' king. The July 21, 1498 private ceremony in Vatican was consummated that night. Celebrations followed. Lucrezia became Duchess of Biscaglia, Princess of Salerno. Appointed Spoleto governor in 1499, she demonstrated capability. The union seemed a love match amid politics, yet Cesare's ambitions threatened. Affection blossomed dangerously. What peril lurked in happiness? Lucrezia and Alfonso's marriage strengthened Naples' ties. She gave birth to Rodrigo of Aragon on November 1, 1499. Alfonso fled Rome fearing Borgia plots, but returned at her urging. Cesare's French alliance clashed with Naples. Jealousy festered as Alfonso's charm challenged family control. Lucrezia loved him deeply. Whispers of affection alarmed Alexander. Political winds turned, love became vulnerability. On July 15, 1500, Alfonso was stabbed in Vatican Gardens. Survival hung by a thread. Alfonso survived the stabbing, nursed by Lucrezia. She devotedly cared for him, summoning physicians. Cesare visited, suspicion evident. On August 18, 1500, Alfonso was strangled in his bed. Lucrezia's screams filled the night. Witnesses saw nothing. Officially bandits, but fingers pointed to Cesare's orders. Grief devastated her. Alexander consoled. Cesare remained cold. The marriage ended in blood. Power's cost laid bare. Lucrezia mourned deeply. What future after such loss? After Alfonso's murder, Lucrezia retreated in grief. Alexander consoled her. but Cesare's role haunted. She managed states like Nepi, and Sermonetta rumours of Borgia involvement spread. Political fallout ensued as Naples' alliances fractured. Lucrezia's son Rodrigo remained in Rome for safety. Her resilience shone. As mourning faded, Alexander plotted her third marriage. Ferrara's Duke Ercole d'Este emerged as prospect. Negotiations loomed. Would this union bring stability or more tragedy? Negotiations for Lucrezia's marriage to Alfonso d'Este began in 1500. Ercole resisted, citing Borgia scandals. Alexander pressured via French King Louis XII. Ercole demanded 200,000 ducats dowry, reduced tribute, Cento, and Pieve Castle. Terms finalised August 26, 1501. Proxy contract September 1st in Ferrara. Lucrezia advocated, exchanging letters with Ercole. Resistance from Isabella d'Este and Elisabetta Gonzaga. Venice. Florence opposed. Would pride yield to power? Ercole conceded under French pressure. Dowry set at 100,000 ducats, plus jewels, properties. Tribute reduced to 100 florins. Cento. Piave ceded benefices for Este family. Lucrezia's letters to Ercole expressed eagerness. Alexander praised her virtues to ambassadors. Proxy wedding December 30th, 1501, in Vatican Sala Paolina ring exchanged, jewels presented. Festivities included races, comedies, dances. Cesare and Lucrezia led balls. Joy masked underlying reluctance. The path to Ferrara open. Lucrezia departed Rome, January 6, 1502, with 1,000-strong retinue. Journey through Civita Castellana, Nani, Spoleto, Foligno, Urbino, Pesaro honors, gifts en route, winter roads fatiguing. Alfonso met her incognito at Bentivoglio, January 31st, impressed. Arrival in Ferrara, February 2nd grand procession. Archers, trumpeters, nobility. Lucrezia on white horse in black velvet, jewels. Cannon fire startled mount, but she remounted, crowds cheered. Court introduction followed. New life began. Ferrara festivities lasted 6 days during Carnival. Balls, banquets, Plautus comedies with Moresca ballets. Lucrezia danced elegantly. Gifts from ambassador's church ceremony February 6th, with blessed hat and sword for Alfonso. Isabella d'Este's hostility evident, spying on Lucrezia. Ercole dismissed Spanish staff. Clashed over allowance, Lucrezia retreated to convent during disputes. Pregnancy rumours by March 1502. Health declined. The alliance solidified, but tensions simmered. What challenges lay in her new home? By July 1502, Lucrezia's pregnancy turned perilous with fever and seizures. Alfonso stayed by her side. Physicians bled her. Stillborn, daughter, September 5th. Puerperal fever, nearly fatal. Cesare visited, joking at bedside. Recovery secured 12,000 ducat allowance. Literary circle formed, with Pietro Bembo exchanging poems. Platonic affair ensued. Letters called prettiest by Byron Alfonso pursued military interests. Lucrezia's charm won admiration. Resilience amid adversity. New chapter in Ferrara unfolded. Alexander's death. August 18, 1503. From malaria left Lucrezia isolated. She raised troops for Cesare. Cesare died 1507 in battle. Lucrezia became Duchess of Ferrara, 1505 upon Ercole's death. Governed wisely. Patronised arts. Affairs with Francesco Gonzaga. Pietro Bembo. Met Chevalier Bayard 1510, called Pearl. Multiple pregnancies, miscarriages. Children included Ercole II, Ippolito II, Leonora. Legacy as cultured Duchess, yet past rumours lingered. Strength defined her. Lucrezia endured multiple births, losing many children. Final pregnancy, 1519, complicated. Gave birth to Isabella Maria, June 14th. Baptised immediately. Weakened. She fell ill with seizures. Bloodletting, haircut, died June 24th, 1519 at 39. Last words, I am ready. Buried in Corpus Domini convent habit. Ferrara Alfonso, heartbroken, honoured as Pearl by contemporaries. Myths of poison, incest unproven, victim or survivor. History debates her enigma. The wedding night ritual, shrouded in legend, demanded proof due to past annulment. Witnesses allegedly observed 3 consummations to confirm fertility and virility. Candles flickered in chamber. Sheets inspected at dawn for blood. Nobles affirmed humiliation as duty. Lucretia endured silently, dignity intact. Historical accounts vary. Some deny witnesses, others exaggerate. Custom or violation. The act secured alliance. Her body a political vessel. Silence spoke volumes. Truth lost to time. Lucretia's story endures as pawn in power games. Yet she transcended as Ferrara's respected Duchess. Patron of poets like Ariosto. Mother of 10, though many lost died 1519 after final birth. Buried in convent. Myths of villainy contrast historical victimhood. 3 marriages, scandals, rituals defined her beauty, intellect, resilience, her legacy. Shadows remember the Duchess who bent but never broke. What truths lie beyond legend? In candles' dying flicker, 3 acts sealed her fate. Witnesses vanished into history's haze. Lucrezia's silence outlasted screams of scandal, pawn or pearl. She rose from ashes. Ferrara's crypt guards her bones, echoes her resilience. The Duchess who surrendered flesh for legacy, truth and legend entwine eternally. Like if rituals haunt you, comment a Renaissance enigma. Subscribe, shadows summon more tales. Until the next veil lifts, linger in the dark.